What's up, everyone? Welcome to the second half of the South Park continuation episode that we started last week. As always, Zaccardo here with me.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up, man? We jump back in with Baby Billington. I was about to call him Baby Billington.
Yeah.
Baby Billington.
Baby Bill. Yeah, so this episode, we're going to get the last half. We also cover a little, everyday topics. Like, I think we talk about traffic. We talk about, who likes bean dip. We don't know. And then we'll jump right back into the South Park talk. So just hang in there with us. We'll get to the end of this episode together. Thanks for stopping by again.
All right, I've got an interesting question for both of you guys, because I know you guys are both like hockey players, but both like, beer league hockey players. You're playing beer league and stuff.
How dare you? How dare you?
You both play different positions, though. Mm-hmm. So here's my question for you, Billy. Do you think you could? What do you think would happen? Okay, and this is kind of hard to explain. Do you think in 100 shots? 100 shots from like a breakaway all-star, you could stop their shot. Zach, in 100 shots, could you score on an NHL? Doesn't have to be an all-star goalie.
He has to stop one of them
out of 100.
Yeah. Do you think?
Oh yeah, at least one.
But like I'm talking, it's like a Matthews. It's like Crosby. It's like I'm talking all-star level.
Mm-hmm.
100 shots.
What about
how many do you think you would?
Shots count? Like they missed the net.
Yeah.
That counts?
Yeah. Because he was obviously in position to like make them miss.
Absolutely.
Then the dude could take a shot right away and be like over the net.
Well, I mean, like what I was getting at is like how many out of 100 do you think? Like what do you think your save percentage would have been on breakaways? I'm interested in this because like I like.
Are we talking breakaways? Or are we talking
like he's just
shot?
Is that different?
I think so.
Yeah, because there's a
penalty shot. Like it's a shootout, so it's just them and you. There's not a game.
More difficult because it's like
only problem.
Game
if
speed.
There's 100 penalty shots coming in on you as a goalie, and you're getting scored on, it's gonna mess with your head.
Like if you let up
go in, you're like, okay, there's 90 more of these coming.
Eventually,
yeah. All right.
This dude hits 10 straight. Shit.
How many? How many shots do you think it would take before you stopped one? Like stopped one.
I mean, I'd say probably in the first 10, I would get one at least.
Wow.
Yeah.
10.
Well, you have to remember too. So when you play against a different level of skill, let's say you're playing at the A level as a goalie, and you're dealing with fast cross creases. You're dealing with people coming in fast. You move down to C, and those pucks are not flying. Your reaction time is overcompensating.
You might be a worse goalie.
You could be you as an NHL goalie could get scored on by anybody really.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If the level of skill is not matched to what you're used to.
So you think it's like
and then you go take a shot and it doesn't even leave the ice.
Yeah.
And you're like, went to go like catch it, but it's like going through fucking...
Just as simple as undercompensating. Like if you move up and you're slow, you could just be, you're just thinking too much and you're
I definitely see that. Yeah. For me, I don't know, bro. It'd be a long time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long time before that puck goes in.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
He doesn't have to have an all-star because I feel like I'm thinking like average goalie,
average NHL goalie.
What's that guy's
like
Jari?
I could score that motherfucker.
What was the Flyers goalie? That guy.
Shot
the shit. Whatever the shittiest team's goalie was.
Yeah, the shit team goalie.
Yeah. Just kidding.
Yes. We're in a rebuild.
Maybe Brian Elliott.
We're in a rebuild.
Good old Brian Elliott and his fucking garbage ass. I don't know, man. I think I would get one in 100.
I can only go by experience of moving up to a higher level of play and then moving back down.
Yeah.
And you're just completely out of it at that point.
Sure.
I also, when I was a kid, when I played street hockey, I was in out of 4 divisions, I was in the first division being like 9 years old.
Yeah.
My dad would let me practice with the 3rd and 4th division and have them take slap shots on me so I could learn how to not be afraid of taking shots. So when I would have a practice with them, I'd go into the 1st division game and you've got everybody kind of like soccer, like mini soccer, how they all move to one side, and they whiff on the ball, and it doesn't even leave the street. I'm anticipating to catch it, and it hasn't even
you're
left
like,
the ground.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like
the rubber Milek sticks and first.
The puck doesn't go where it's supposed to go, and it's like
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I always say that, dude. It's like I'll be playing, and then like if you're playing like down a level or something, and like you're doing these great moves, these great shots, and you're not scoring. And then you'll see like some buns dude, man, and like he'll be in the right spot,
wind up and smack it, and it don't go nowhere.
Or he just happens to whiff on it, and he gets like 3 goals in that game. Everything doesn't even leave the ice, and you're cool. That guy scores a hat trick, but I can't because I'm sniping it in the corner.
That would probably be the most infuriating thing about beer league is that I feel like every time I get scored on, it's not clean. And
it's a dirty
garbage.
It's always garbage.
But a goal is a goal at the end of the day, you know.
It's always a garbage goal. It's always someone ran over the goalie, and the ref's like, I didn't see nothing. You're like, well, you mean the puck going? You didn't see.
Unfortunately, that's why I took a hiatus. I got hurt twice last summer, and I just
getting old, Billy.
I am. Yeah, I just couldn't risk it.
Sorry, some mad feedback there. I had to adjust my lettuce. My head lettuce. Yeah.
Were you ever in sports, Chris, when you were younger?
I was in some sports, but never
dabbled.
I don't know, never seriously. You know what I mean? Like sports were just like, I'd be like hanging out with like a friend, and they'd be like, oh, let's.
Do you ever regret? You know, like that you didn't get to play any seriously?
Maybe. Like I think it would have been cool if like I had like some kind of motivation. You know what I mean? Like something
like sort of attachment to like
to any of the sports. But like also I haven't really gotten a chance to play like ice hockey. Like that just wasn't an opportunity that came my way.
I had to beg my parents to play.
Yeah.
Well, we were fortunate there was a street hockey league in our small town in Jersey. There was no ice rink for 45 minutes, 50 minutes.
I mean, so for the longest time, we played street hockey in our cul-de-sac.
Nice.
I mean, like, no shit.
Yeah.
And then, like, it took me till, like, sophomore year to, like...
I played my senior year, so...
To convince them to let me play at
And it's not cheap.
You know, I know that.
It's either you're buying old, or you know,
it was like
equipment from somebody else, or
if I remember correctly, it was like my dad's like if you get like A's and B's, you know, on your report card, and then like I was like that was like the one semester I actually like tried, and I got
like, get A's and B's, and you're like, okay,
like, all right, I guess you did it.
So
and
I
then
guess I have this question for you, Zach.
Nice.
Since it was similar, did you play roller at all? Did you roller skate beforehand?
Not really. Like we rollerbladed a couple times, but like the roads are so shit.
Yeah,
you know, it's like you're on basically gravel.
Yeah,
you know, and you're like
tearing up the wheels. And
I ate a lot of shit.
How was your transition? Because I know as a goalie, I knew the position and I knew what I needed to do. I just needed to learn how to backward skate and position that way, and then slide on the ice.
So skating was the hardest part. Clearly, you know, I was on feet a lot, and I think I took a learn to skate, and I used the boards to stop a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's how you get tough.
What's so impressive of ice hockey is that, one, you have to learn how to skate, and then you put a stick in your hand.
Yeah.
Now you have to balance, and then you have to, puck handle.
Yeah.
And then also worry about 5 other people coming after you.
Yeah.
And then.
Exactly.
That's
not to mention what's on your feet.
Yeah.
One inch sharp steel.
I think also the ball was always way lighter than a puck.
Yeah.
So you sort of get on the ice and you're like, oh, this puck. And you're like, oh, shit, it's heavy.
That was actually
I got to put some chutzpah.
Yeah, I put some fucking
That was actually the hardest thing as a goalie, because in street hockey, I was very aggressive as a goalie. And I had to learn to be more conservative in respect to, I can't just smack the ball.
Do you play out as a goalie?
I'm sorry?
Do you play out as a goalie?
Like, as in like, commit?
Like, yeah. Like, like some of those dudes are always, like, I always see
challenge.
these.
Like, challenge out, like going
Yeah. So, like, you play more out. Like, you'll challenge a dude on a breakaway.
Oh, I will. In street hockey, I used to slide and take them out if I had to, as long as I hit the ball first.
Are you a different dude on the ice? Because I got to be honest with you, that doesn't sound like the Billy.
In street hockey, I was an aggressive goalie. In ice hockey, I had to learn how to position. And I couldn't play. I wasn't doing crazy
like
diving
street hockey
saves.
Leagues.
I'm sorry?
Badass.
Like street hockey leagues?
We had neighborhood leagues.
I tried to start a league.
Yeah, we had a street hockey league, and it was, like I said, it was a beginner.
I've been trying to start a Blazer Court hockey league, bro.
They just started one down near our house, Space Coast Hockey, and they're it looks like it's going to do well. Unfortunately, we're leaving, so I can't partake.
What'd you have?
Absolutely.
Right on.
Yeah, I love street hockey. It was a lot of fun.
Is that your first love? Street over ice hockey?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember I was probably about 4 years old. My dad had a goalie helmet in the garage, and I put it on, and I thought it was cool. And he said,
like, hell yeah.
I guess because my dad was a goalie.
Yeah,
he taught me how to play the position. So
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, I always liked hockey. Like, my dad always watched it.
Mhm.
And then, like, I couldn't get him to let me play, but I can get street hockey stuff. And
Yeah.
eventually you buy a net and you just, like, fucking shoot a ball around.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, we had, like, old baseball stuff we found, like chest protector for a catcher and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now someone's a goalie, but he's got no leg pads. Man.
Yeah.
He has a chest protector like a baseball glove,
not so bad.
Yeah.
But I will say, after taking a couple slap shots with a hockey ball, I mean, I've had welts. I've had.
Bro, I remember hitting Dylan in the forehead once. I feel like such a dick, right? So like, no one wants to play goalie.
Yeah.
You don't have pads.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I'm sitting there and it's just me and Dylan out there, and I'm like, dude, I want to like shoot on a goalie, and Dylan's like 4 years younger than me at the time, so I'm like, I was like, getting that. He's like, I don't know, and I was like, I want a goalie, man. I need a goalie. And then the first shot I took hit him right in the forehead. The very first shot. This dude was.
Did you use the ball?
Yeah, we used the ball, but it was like a hard plastic ball, Even though they're kind of squishy, they're still hard.
Well, it depends on what time of year. In the middle of winter, those things are rock hard.
Shit,
and it's funny because street hockey goalies now play with like a lesser version of ice hockey gear. They even have sliders on their pads so they can slide. To me, that's garbage. The old Milet pads, the old Franklin pads that let you slide on it, those were the OG. That's the only way. I would never submit, because the problem is the second you rotate that pad, you're tearing them all up, and that equipment's getting damaged.
Oh yeah, same with the sticks.
Yeah,
they don't last as long because
people would wear ice or use ice hockey sticks on the pavement out here, and they'd shatter on one slap.
I mean,
shot.
I used to use my old hockey sticks for street hockey, but it's when they used to have the two pieces, and then you
could take the blade off.
Yeah,
put it over the stove so it had glue. So you had to heat up the glue and then
like a heat
shove
gun.
it into the composite.
It was kind of funny because when we started playing a lot of street hockey, I was like, I'm gonna get this. We found like an old like synthesis, like an Easton two-piecer, and then like everyone's getting the plastic Milek, and I'm like, let me get my boy out, my Easton blade.
The sticks used to just be all wood, and they were heavy. So then they started coming out with composite where they were lighter. And then, of course, the bigger gloves went to smaller gloves. And then, we're not wearing big jerseys. We're wearing lighter shirts or Under Armour shirts.
Yeah, I had an aluminum shaft one.
Nice. Oh.
We found an old one at a thrift. We would find them at thrift stores.
Yeah.
Most of the time you find hockey sticks and stuff at thrift stores. So, like, an aluminum Gretzky.
Want to know what my favorite, I guess, dad hockey memory was?
What's that?
So, Christmas, I was 9 years old. I was playing goalie, and my dad got me this was before Christmas, obviously, but it was just a regular old goalie stick. It wasn't wood. It wasn't anything special because they didn't want to put anything out in the event. I didn't like the position.
Yeah.
And I started playing, and we're doing very well. And I was at a local sports store, and I saw a Coho goalie stick, and it was gold and sparkly. And I was just, eyeing it up. And wouldn't you know, Christmas morning, Santa brings
gold and
this old goalie stick, and I was the hottest shit walking on that rink at 9 years old, flashing that nice stick. But that had to be one of my favorite things was getting that. So
that's cool.
Yeah, weird transitioning to like we would just shoot a lot of like plastic balls everywhere. Like I'm like,
oh yeah. Well, you could get sidewalk chalk and you make the center
sideline
line, or so in case you didn't have two nets,
it's
the back behind line.
That. I hate that shit.
It's like playing 21 and you gotta like bring it out to half court and
I'm not good at that.
But yeah, it was a big part of our childhood was street hockey. So I just never knew that about you, Zach, that you started playing in high school too.
Yeah,
ice hockey.
Yeah. I was late bloomer. Yeah,
late bloomer.
It was kind of funny because I guess I never really answered it all the way. But like my first season, I could not skate, man. I could stand up on them, but I couldn't really, I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
And like I got one goal that season, and And I was like, oh, finally, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And like, I couldn't stand up. I couldn't really. I was small. But like, it was so weird that like the next season, I was like, yeah, light switch. Yep. I could skate.
Oh,
it was so weird, dude. Yeah. I don't know what. Like the whole time we were like, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out how to stop. Trying to figure out how to turn. And then, like, I guess, like,
it's almost like riding a bike when you fall over.
And then eventually, you figure it out, and eventually you're just like, oh shit, okay. And then, like, you just start building on that, and and then it would always blow my mind how some kids would be like, yeah, I started when I was 4 or 5, and they suck. You know, you're like, you started when I was like, you have like a 10-year head start on me, bro. You suck ass. You know, like what the hell? But it just took a little bit of adjusting, and I remember that was where I developed the fact that I was gonna be kind of an asshole anyways, because my dad was like, hey, it's like he played football in high school, and he was a linebacker, I guess, and he said like, you know, he picked linebacker because he'd rather hit than be hit, you know.
Yeah.
So he's like, kind of same mentality. You hit them before they hit you, because I was getting pushed around, you know, like little guy. So I was like, you know, you're right. So every time they got a puck, I'd lay a shoulder in them. This and that, you know. Eventually, it made sense. You know, that like, hey,
yeah.
You know, you do get your own. They do get you back.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like a so. Yeah,
you just get tougher at that point, I imagine.
Yeah, you got to do something.
Yeah.
Because
some of the drills we do in ice hockey is you line everybody up
gauntlet
against the boards and you just check everybody into the board.
I do a little gauntlet.
And it's a way to also too. The thing is, it's kind of like when you tense up in a car accident and you're the one getting more injured than somebody who's a drunk driver. If you get hit, like, and you tense up, like you're not expecting it, it's gonna make it worse for you. So if you learn how to take a hit, just like I guess a running back in football gets hit all the time, gets tackled, and they get right back up. You got to learn how to be hit and recover.
Yeah. You can't. You gotta like zone out. You know, you're like, you hit me.
Zen.
Whatever.
Yeah.
My first year of ice hockey, I had all pads that were borrowed or whatever, and then I ended up getting my own set. But I was going up against a kid who was 4 years varsity. He was the goalie the whole 4 years, and I was coming in senior year. And that was the challenge because obviously the coach was like, well, it's his senior year. And I was like, well, it's my senior year too, you know. And I ended up posting up the same save percentage. I was like,
fuck that guy.
Nice job.
So, but, you know, I mean, I'm just happy that I'm able to continue it on, you know, play some tournaments. Have you ever, I guess, because, so Zach, have you ever done any tournaments or anything, any travel with hockey, street hockey or ice hockey?
I did for youth, but just select.
Yeah.
That's really about it. A couple tournaments here and there. But like,
where would you go? Do you know?
Richmond.
Okay.
Most of them were in Richmond. So nothing like crazy, you know. I didn't but I mean, you know, a couple weekend tournaments. Haven't done anything as an adult league or anything. Gotcha. Yeah. Those are fun.
So up in...
Except for I had a concussion half the day at one time.
Have you ever played on like deck hockey surface?
No.
They
used to have it at the Whisk.
Deck
down here? Yeah.
Really?
Not anymore, though. There's a blue, you know.
So deck hockey is actually pretty cool. So the surface is kind of like put together. Almost kind of looks like the foam we got here. How it's all
yeah.
And the thing is, though, if you like graze it or you fall on it, it rips you to shreds. But the ball just glides like ice. Like it bounces down and just rolls. So
is it like your practice ice?
Yeah, except for you fall on that, you're probably okay.
Yeah.
Those practice ice is pretty cool, though.
It is, yeah.
I don't know if you fucked around with it.
I've not that ice. I've done the skate simulator. Like
those
the
are
fake ice.
Those are way cooler.
Yeah.
Those are way more expensive.
They are.
Yeah, you can actually skate on them.
Yeah.
But so it's almost, it looks like if you look down close enough, the material looks like a screw, a coil. And for some reason, that lets the ball glide right over top. Only problem is when it's wet, you're slipping like you were on ice without skates.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm going home from work.
All right.
Stuck in traffic.
As always.
As always.
As is tradition.
As is tradition. Which is also a great episode. Which is the tooth decay, right? Anyway.
Oh, no, it's royal pudding.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. So And I'm thinking, like, you know, it's like stop and go traffic.
Yeah.
Hey, you've been in this before, I'm sure. We've all driven.
Sure.
Do you ever think there's like a front of the line of traffic?
Yes.
There's a guy in the front
causing it all,
who's just sitting there going 30 on a highway. You know, like
no lie. Yep.
You think so?
That just happened to us.
There's just a guy meandering in both lanes,
or at least the cause of it.
Yeah.
It's a rubbernecker. That person is.
That's what my mom called it. Also,
rubbernecker.
That's when you break it. You know.
Yeah.
I know what it means. It's just there's probably a better way to say it.
I don't know.
The neck of rubber.
The neck of rubber.
Could be.
But we were just driving down here from Jersey, and we're driving through. It was actually right on your commute home on the HRBT. There just happens to be two people pulled over on the side of the road.
My home away from home.
Yeah.
The bridge tunnel.
Driving back, and I'm wondering, man, there's a lot of traffic going on. We end up passing two cars on the side of the road, and it's free sailing after that. It was just people looking at these two people that slowed everybody down. There was no wreck, nothing crazy. It was just two people on the side of the road.
Traffic blows.
Traffic does blow. Everyone goes through it. You know, it sucks.
I always feel like someone said this to me one time, and like I've heard it, and I guess I'm trying to let it resonate or something.
Yeah.
But like, so like when traffic starts to slow down, I'll admit I'm not the best driver, but I liked, you know, I change lanes a lot.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I do too.
I'm like, God, this lane's moving, I'm getting into this lane. This lane stopped moving, I'm getting into like I move a lot.
Oh, it's the old office space.
Yeah, but
Michael Bolton.
But it works.
It never, like, it's very rare I've had a Michael Bolton Office Space scenario.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, I feel like I always find that it's like, it's never, they say like what causes traffic is changing lanes, and I feel like it's people like me, because like what happens is like it's always this dude going 35.
Yeah.
But then like, you know, people are also like, this dude's only going like 40. And so, like, people are doing this, and this guy's, like, slowing down every time someone gets in front of him.
Shit. Yeah, someone gets in front of him.
Yeah.
He, like, freaks out.
I get that every time on the interstate, where I realize, like, I just passed one guy, but really I passed, like, 12 cars, and I'm smooth sailing. You know what I mean?
I don't understand why it's not hard. It's so hard for everybody to, like, figure out.
I don't
know why we're going 30 on a 60-mile-an-hour road. But, I mean...
They do it.
They do it. Also, like...
Do you think it's a lot of stop and go, though? Like, when people wait and then they speed up like crazy and then they brake.
Yeah, once they brake, everyone else behind them does.
Yeah, and it's just... I think if everybody just kind of coasted, I feel like you would get there further. You know, quicker.
So, yeah. And then you rear end somebody and there's another accident, right? And then it builds up. Now, I got a question then. You rear end your car.
Like, you get rear-ended, or
you get away.
Okay.
You have damage. Do you go fix it right away, or do you just drive it? You know, like
in the moment.
You get out of the way. I guess I'm saying you got home. Everything you situate yourself.
You're talking about, like, you know how, like, you drive past people that have damage on their car, like a lot, like you can tell, like, your car got hit.
Yeah,
like it's not like
this dude's got bungee cords on his bumper.
It's never. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
How damaged? How much damage have you? Like, what's the
damage
most
have I
damaged
driven?
car you've driven?
None. No, like, bro. I had a dude back into my car like in a parking lot, barely.
Yeah.
And I called my insurance. I was like, I'm not riding around with a dent, bro.
I don't want to be seen.
It's funny though.
That's just me though.
The current Jeep has a
I noticed.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, Billy's driving around with a scratch.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. I did not see that.
You know, when somebody backing out of the space and turned too quickly and the front of their car squished. The only issue is that the panel that it hit is not a little panel. It's one that goes all the way up on the. Like, I'm okay with it because you can't really. Sure. It's not the end of the world.
So you've never. That's the most damage you've ever had in your car.
I've ever driven.
No way. You guys are out of your fucking gourd.
No, 100%. It all.
Like, remember
I also used to drive though with only the opposite insurance. Nothing for me. Where if I hurt somebody, if I hurt
liability,
the
legal one.
I thought you literally had some insurance called opposite insurance.
It's pretty much.
They were paying me.
It's pretty much opposite. Like anything that happens.
Hey man, you're always at fault, dude. Opposite.
See, we're of opposite camps here. I pay for every my dude will call me up with a new feature, and I'm like, you know what?
Load me up.
Oh,
brother.
I do. Right now, I have everything.
I've driven with damage.
You?
Yeah.
Did I know you?
I wouldn't be friends.
Yeah. So, like, I've talked about this before in a pod where I knocked off my side mirror, my Beamer.
Oh, I remember you having
the door handle got ripped off.
I remember that.
Yeah.
See,
and then
if it's still drivable, you know.
So now it's drivable. It's okay. You guys literally said 5 minutes ago that
Billy likes
a scratch. I'm taking it in.
No, I did not. I mean, like I said, I don't know how long that dent's been there.
If you got, so how much damage on your car until you're like taking it in?
Gotta take it in.
Yeah.
I feel like Garrett had a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's driving a fucking
I would say if it was in result of an accident, it would be like, all right, I'm calling right away.
In the same vein,
accident.
How long will you ride on a spare before you? Because I've seen people.
I try to get those fixed pretty swiftly.
I'm calling the tire place.
I mean,
like the day you get
I'd say a day,
a
day or two.
Yeah.
I've seen some donuts go, like people riding on donuts, and I'm like, I don't know how that car is even going down the highway.
Yeah,
I can go for a donut.
I can go for a donut.
Yeah, donuts.
Oh, I got a fuck, marry, kill for you.
Yeah.
I thought of this. I was driving. I was mad because I was driving, home from work. I had no one in there, and I'm so glad you said that. It made me remember it.
Donuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill. A filled donut. Any filled donut. So like either a jelly filled, Boston cream, but like any filled donut.
Okay. A cream filled donut.
A Krispy Kreme style donut. So like the airy donut. Or a cake style donut, which includes, in my opinion, munchkins. So like donut holes.
Munchkins.
That is it includes it because it's a cake.
Yeah, well there's
cake hole.
It's a cake hole.
Shut your cake hole. All right. Cream filled.
That's your Mary? Or that's your kill?
I was just imagine fucking it.
I would say out of the three, yes.
I'm marrying a cream filled.
You're marrying a cream filled, okay.
Yeah, and then I'll fuck no.
It's interesting.
I would just say fucking munchkin.
So like if I include donut holes in the cake,
a donut hole.
Billy,
Billy, your turn.
Billy.
Billington.
I find it interesting though. I said any filled donut, you immediately said cream filled. He's like fuck jelly filled.
Bavarian cream, Boston cream.
Yeah,
Boston cream's probably.
Do you consider an eclair?
No, it's its own thing. It's
its own pastry.
It's his own classification. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say I'd marry Krispy Kreme because I love Krispy Kreme.
Okay.
I would kill the cream filled. And I would fuck the cake to become a cream filled.
Oh my.
Okay. Hey, Van Wilder.
Bro, I was thinking that same reference.
Great.
Have you seen that movie?
I can't recall.
It's a good. That was a good
watch
reference.
that and think about what you just said.
Okay.
That's Ryan Reynolds back when he wasn't everywhere.
Wasn't everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he didn't have to like try hard.
Yeah. This is two very different approach because his Mary was your kill.
Mm-hmm.
His kill was your Mary.
Yeah,
that's true. Opposite ends.
I gotta tell you guys, I'm killing the cake donut.
Okay.
Kill him.
I'm killing the cake donut.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm not really either. That's why I just fucked Krispy Kreme.
I'm marrying the filled donut.
Okay. What is your favorite filled donut then?
Boston cream.
We're big loving, Mary.
Yeah.
We're big loving filled donuts right now.
I like Boston cream. What's the like powdered sugar? Boston cream is like a chocolate donut cream.
It's kind of like
what's the powdered sugar one that has like vanilla cream in it? What is that?
That's that.
That's that.
Name that. Also, I know you don't like chocolate with the powdered one, but the chocolate icing in it. Right in there.
Are you a fan of jelly donuts?
I love
it. And they go.
I love jelly donuts.
Now, do you prefer powdered sugar or do you like the sugar like crystals on it?
honestly,
I'm a big fan of powdered.
I like a powdered. When I get French toast and it doesn't have powdered sugar,
Take it back.
take it back.
What are we doing here? I didn't ask for
Take it
fucking
back.
pancakes.
Yeah.
Take
It's
it back.
funny.
French
That's one to
toast.
garnish because it's pretty much just a
Yeah.
It's just a garnish on top, but it
Well, like
actually
funnel
goes plain
cakes.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Funnel cake without powdered sugar.
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
when are we going to the
standard.
fair?
Going to the fair, I'd be fucking with some powdered sugar.
Yeah,
Tell you
I'd-
what?
All of my favorite foods are at the fair.
Have you had
All
fried
of them.
Doritos? You like
Funnel
fried
cakes, hot dogs, corn dogs,
Chips,
chips, probably.
probably somewhere around.
Doritos? I can find a bag of chips somewhere.
I want to get
They're around.
like, remember the potato on a stick from
I
Orlando?
like how your gesture.
Potato on a stick?
Potato on a stick.
Are you talking about the accordion?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
We didn't get it,
Like
and I was like,
Oh, we got it.
Horror Nights. We've done.
You guys got it.
Yeah.
You guys got it.
We
You
got
and
it.
producer
We got it
Brandy.
time before.
And you got it.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I like potato sticks.
I didn't get
Yeah,
it.
but then producer Brandy got the salt and vinegar one, so I didn't
You didn't imbibe.
imbibe.
So you're a fellow salt and vinegar like
Hater.
hero. Thank you.
Hate.
Yes.
Haters Ball 2023 right here.
Worst potatoes.
Silky Johnson.
Where's potato chip?
Silky Johnson. Hating on them salt and vinegar.
I
No,
hear
that's
ya.
like the worst flavor.
Ugh, just
Worst,
smell
worst
alone
flavor
is-
chip. Go.
Oh man, where's flavor of chip? Now I like
Chips.
some weird.
You like some weird shit.
Yeah, like I like the chicken chip. I,
guess
like
I'd
the
say,
fried
like,
egg
okay,
chip
so like,
of the mainstays.
yeah, and also like, let's preface it like this: if there's salt and vinegar chips on the table and there is no other chip, I still won't eat that chip.
Neither will I.
Mm,
So, is there a chip like that for you?
yeah. I'm gonna set a lot of people ablaze, but just like water cereal, one thing that if you have a non-puff Cheeto,
Oh, the crunchy.
a crunchy
Shut
Cheeto,
the fuck up.
Really?
Wow.
I would
I-
pass.
I will say
I would pass.
love a good Cheetos puff. The puffs
Puff
are
is superior.
Really,
Billy
good.
loves a good puff.
Yeah. Have you ever had the jalapeno crunchy
Have we ever?
Cheetos?
I've had, yeah. Also, the jalapeno munchies.
Yes.
Yeah, with the jalapeno. Yeah, they're good.
Like I eat
I don't-
around.
I will say, yeah, I don't like flaming hot though.
I don't either.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
jalapeno is not bad.
Now,
I like the elote one that we got.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I liked that one.
So it's not the texture thing.
Yeah, it's just like a normal Cheeto. I don't like
Really?
because like the puff is more. It's like
Airy.
spread out
more puffed.
on the cheese. Yeah,
Puff that.
you can let it dissolve in your mouth, become
Yeah.
mush.
they have a white cheddar puff. Have you tried the white cheddar puff?
Yeah, the Simply.
Yeah, simply
That's-
white cheddar. They
that's-
have,
That's one of his.
Yeah,
go-tos.
that's my staples.
Yeah, one of my
they have
one of our
simply white
regulars.
cheddar
It's in the
jalapeno.
regular lineup.
Yeah,
The
the
simply
starter.
white cheddar jalapeno.
It's in the starting
Yeah.
rotation.
but I think
There's a
Cheetos
little
would
Paul
be my.
Stevens here.
Now,
boys.
here's a question. Carly doesn't like the rigids, like the ripple chips.
Chinley rip. Why?
She likes regular.
Too much
plain-
flavor?
No, like the texture of
The
the chip.
normal
like
okay.
a wavy, like a wavy Lay's.
She doesn't like a wavy.
She doesn't like the wavy. I like the wavy.
I love a
Shoot,
wavy.
Yeah, I love a wavy.
I love it, but like I also just love plain potato chip. So like a wavy to me is just another way to eat.
a potato.
Yeah, potato chip.
What about kettle
Between
cooked?
the two,
though?
I'll
What
put
about kettle?
kettle cooked.
Unless it's kettle, I'll have a regular kettle chip. But I don't really like a Lay's potato chip. I'm like, eh.
You don't like a Lay's classic?
You ever think about dipping that in French onion?
Well, I do the rigids 100%, and the wavy ones in French onion dip. I'll eat the whole freaking container. I gotta
I
be
hear you.
careful.
I need a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 dip to 1 chip.
I hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
Were you ever like? Did you ever used to take your chip and like kind of like scoop up the dip?
Oh,
Like if you had
like
two,
an
yeah,
asshole?
yeah.
It's like it's okay when you're by yourself, but when you realize you're like
You
around
can
people.
take 2 chips
Yeah.
and scoop them like it's a
Yeah, like-
Well, you give them a nice little base, the structure, the
Yeah, yeah.
foundation, so they don't crack. So you go,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
and you got the little turn in the wrist.
Yeah, and then you
And
get
it's heavy
like
though, so you got to make sure. Yeah,
That is like a minor moment of defeat when it breaks in the dip.
Yeah.
You're like, ah, and
And
then
you
you,
go-
you grab it, it breaks again. Oh.
yeah, you got to save it. We're sitting in a
Yeah.
recon team, and he's gone. We lost contact.
French onion is the hardest one to I think recover.
Navigate.
Yeah.
That's pretty hard. Also, I think salsa. Like if you get like a chip that's gonna break, like if it's
Ooh.
a thick salsa,
That's true.
ain't coming
Salsa-
back, baby.
Queso. You lose a lot of chips in queso.
yeah.
Well,
Especially when it starts
normally-
cooling down.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, fuck, marry, kill. French onion dip, salsa, and queso.
There. That's tough.
I'd kill
It's a good
salsa.
trio.
You kill what?
I'd kill salsa.
Oh, I thought you said queso.
No. I'd kill
was like,
salsa.
what?
I'm marrying French onion,
Okay.
and I'm fucking queso.
It's messy.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same.
It's gonna
thing.
smell weird in that room.
Here's the thing. I'm also weirdly I do queso fresco. Like I do a white queso blanco, whatever.
Blanco,
yeah.
I think fresco's like fresh.
That just means fresh.
Yeah, we don't want fresh.
Well, I want
cheese.
that also.
Yeah. We don't want fresh cheese. We want moldy cheese, old cheese.
Like I like a salsa, but
okay,
of those two,
Mm-hmm.
okay. What? I want to make one harder for you that, none.
Well, you guys answer what you think of if you want to.
Oh, I'm same with you.
Yeah, same exact.
Too easy.
Yeah,
Too easy.
okay.
Yeah, I do love salsa. Don't get me wrong, but between the three,
Yeah.
Now, do you like sour cream with, like, let's say not so, like if you're having nachos? Are you? Because I saw there was sour cream on the nachos that just kind of sat there.
It hung out. It was there for a little bit, but then you put on your chicken slider.
Yeah.
I like sour cream.
I like sour cream.
You guys like a spinach artichoke dip?
No,
No,
for
okay.
the flavor, but
No.
not the artichoke.
I'm trying to think of a cream cheese based dip.
But I love a spinach. That my list would now change if you introduce spinach artichoke.
I'm doing it right now. The list has changed. It is French onion, spinach artichoke, and queso.
I would marry French onion. I would fuck spinach artichoke.
I would fuck queso. It's the same result.
And then I'd kill queso at that point.
Wow.
But it's splitting hairs.
Yeah.
I am not disappointed with any three of those to be presented to me on a menu.
Unreal.
I've had a couple chunky spinach artichoke dips, and I'm not a
Love
fan
it.
of it.
No?
Love it
I like when
extra.
it's brought, like,
You don't like artichoke?
not a big fan. No.
I want spinach extra artichoke dip.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
More cream cheese, please.
Yeah. You want spinach artichoke creamier.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
if someone took the chive and onion cream cheese, heated it up, put it in a bowl,
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you. Thank you.
What's the
you kindly.
Tostitos spinach artichoke? That's really creamy. I like their spinach artichoke.
the jar. The jar
The
dips.
jar dips.
I love a good jar dip.
Love a jar
Are you a bean dip guy? Not like a nipple,
Not like bean dip.
Yeah, not like bean dip.
dipping.
but
Actual,
alright.
just a real
I
bean
don't-
dip.
Not really a bean dip guy.
Nah.
Nah.
I like beans. Like if we go to like the Mexican
Do
Really
you
restaurant,
like
likes
refried
beans?
beans?
I like
Are they
beans.
just refried beans?
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I took it off.
Refried
Beans
beans,
gay.
or I like baked beans too.
Beans gay, yo.
I wouldn't go out of my way for baked beans, but if someone handed them to me, I think I'd be okay with it. Like I liked Bush's baked beans,
Yeah, like there's a couple
Big fan of the Bush?
flavors.
kind of.
There was a place up in Jersey called Hot Dog Tommy's, and I would get the big bad
Oh.
dog, and it would be baked beans, mashed potatoes on the hot dog with cheese and mac and cheese.
I remember that place. Yeah.
Oh,
What'd you get there?
I can't remember. There's a picture of me eating a big dog, a big ween in my mouth.
a leaner wiener maybe.
But I believe it was like mac and cheese and something else.
Ooh.
You know,
That's
I'm a big sucker for mac and cheese.
Yeah.
This place was so small that they didn't do fries; they do mashed potato bowls. So you can get
Oh,
like
we had
mashed
those.
potatoes, cheese, and sour cream on top.
Yeah, that sounds good. We had
I like
mashed
mashed
potatoes
potatoes.
bowl.
Yeah, mashed potato rules.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
I think we were gonna say something about.
We were talking about tally.
Yeah, we were talking about tally.
Oh, yeah.
I was asking, is A Million Little Fibers the one where they don't they have to break into a military compound? Is that to find where
No,
Tally
that's the
came
original Tally episode.
from? Okay, there's a different Tally episode.
That's like the introduction.
Yeah,
That's a good episode.
Yeah, it
I
is a
like
good
that episode. I didn't know.
Yeah.
There was
You know how
another.
he gets in there? You know how he does? It's like, won't you take me to Funky
Oh yeah,
Town?
Funky Town. Yeah.
He remembers the beat.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how he gets in.
Because aren't they mad at him that he can't remember the code because he's
Yeah,
like
it's 'cause he's
stoned?
high,
Yeah.
I just need to get a little high.
I just.
Zach really hates stoner humor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
It just doesn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
It doesn't really tickle my penis.
Mm.
You know.
He doesn't red his blood his penis.
Yeah, it doesn't erect. It doesn't erect my nipples.
Yeah.
It doesn't wet my rim.
Which
as
one's
Chris
A Million Little
says.
Fiber? Yeah.
So the Million Little Fibers is where,
He's like Oprah.
yeah,
Right, he
he
writes
writes
that-
his own memoir.
There was like a book that came out in real life around that time.
yeah.
Million
A
Little
Million
Pieces.
Little
Pieces.
Pieces. Yeah.
And he writes a book, and he's like, nobody wants to know the life story of a towel.
So it makes like a wild.
What was the poop that took a pee?
That's Strody McBoogerballs.
Scrody McBoogerballs.
That's an interesting episode just because of the amount of...
It's got Scrody McBoogerballs.
Yeah, Scrody McBoogerballs. Morgan Freeman.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he reads the book, but the boys end up coming up because I think it's Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah,
it's this isn't crazy. Like I'll show you crazy, and they start writing a book that is so nasty, so disgusting that people throw up as they read it.
Yeah, because Catcher in the Rye was like banned.
It was banned, you know.
But I think the stoner it just like doesn't get going. Like Tally, it's like, come on, bro, just maybe don't get high.
Yeah.
Maybe we be able to break out.
Yeah,
you know, like come on.
There's a future stoner episode with Tally too, where he gets so stoned that he never gets to see his son, who's a washcloth. And they bring the washcloth in. You brought washcloth, and he's all messed up because he's stoned.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's a good follow up episode with Tally.
Interesting. Zach hates Tally.
I just he's a bottom tier character for me.
I'm trying to think of like a character.
Is there a character that you hate?
I mean, it sounds like I would hate Scrody McBoogerballs, but I
it's a book.
It's a book. Yeah.
Okay, I hate Mr. Hanky. I do.
You hate Mr. Okay.
Yeah, I'm also not a fan of. I don't like Mr. Garrison as a character.
Okay,
like he's not like.
What about Miss Chokes on Dick?
Yeah, like the humor surrounding him isn't funny to me. PC Principal, like newer characters that I've
I'm not. I guess I'm not really counting like post PC.
Yeah.
Because like it's kind of.
I'm interested though with Mr. Garrison. Is it because of like how much has changed with Mr. Garrison over the time, or
maybe because like I feel like Mr. Garrison used to just be a teacher that like
you go to hell and you die.
Yeah, like was kind of just a bad teacher.
He had like a line, and that was it. Like one quote.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the teacher in Beavis and Butthead, the lesbian seagull guy. Lesbian seagull. What's his name? I don't know. The teacher. Like the guy. Like when they start giving them storylines, sometimes it just doesn't work. And then he took like a fucking like he's a major character now. You know.
Yeah. Now he's like in it.
He's like
when
part
he
of
had
the crew, bro.
When he had a sex change operation, and he became Mrs. Garrison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
with Slave.
There is an episode called Les Beaux where
I remember that's a good episode actually. That's a great
that's
episode.
what I was saying. Like that, I would say like in that Mrs. Garrison era.
Yeah,
that's a good episode. That's the best. You've seen that one?
I'm probably not sure.
It makes fun of 300.
Yeah.
This is Lesbos. He like kicks him off the thing.
This is. But he becomes a lesbian, and he's like, I don't even know how you would do anything. Like, I guess
Scissor Me Timbers.
Oh, is that the Scissor Me Timbers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kicks the shit out of him. Yep. Xerxes.
I got a character that I like, and but like knowing the backstory. Chef.
Yeah.
You know how Chef ended?
I mean, I know the Isaac Hayes, like the actual dealio, but
it was a great character though.
It was because they started making fun of religion heavily.
Scientology.
And he was
specifically.
Okay.
He's a Scientologist?
He is. Yeah. But that was like Matt Stone and Trey Parker. That's why they made. I don't know if you ever saw the episode Return of Chef.
Yeah, where they kind of
cut everything. Yeah. But they were like, look, we make fun of everything, and we've made fun of Christianity. We made fun of
Judaism.
Judaism. Judaism. Everything. Mormons. Oops. They've gone crazy, and they're like, it's not okay just because you don't like it.
Yeah. Like if you were okay with doing it to these other ones.
Yeah.
Why now?
Yeah, we don't discriminate.
Yeah.
We don't make fun of everybody.
I would argue maybe the Chef character itself didn't really. He didn't participate in that part maybe. But then, once they made fun of Scientology, he's like, I'm done.
We talked about the songs. Speaking of Chef, one of my favorite songs, and it used to be the only song I knew from South Park, "Suck on My Chocolate Salted Balls."
That is such a great.
Put them in your mouth
too.
and suck them.
The music though is kind of funny because we used to listen to the Christmas album back in the day.
The Dreidel song's pretty good.
Growing up,
yeah,
like that was like one of our Christmas albums we listened. Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo and. Swiss Colony Beef Log from Cartman. Swiss Colony Beef Log?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you don't know this?
You don't know this? He will bust out the CD.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was just
Google
thinking,
this real quick.
Cartman ended up doing a Oh Holy Night, a cover, and man, that is so. I've added it to our Christmas
awful.
playlist. I love it.
It's awful. It's just Cartman voice.
Yeah, but it's just doing Oh Holy.
Yeah, I can't deal with that. No.
Interesting.
So, what would you?
I like the Mr. Mackey.
Mr. Mackey
episodes. Carol of the Bells, Mr. Mackey. Okay. Ding dong. Okay.
Yeah, I like him.
Mr. Mackey.
Yeah, Mr. Mackey's a good character.
I would say one of the ones. I don't know if he's really a lead, part of the story, but the tooth decay one, he was pretty heavy.
That was his episode, and then another episode of his, the Inception, like on Inception.
Oh, the Inception is a good one. Where he's like, the guy's like explaining to him. He's like, so when you go back in your dream,
but
you're in another dream.
Yeah.
Now you're in another dream. Yeah, that's a good episode. Inception.
Yeah.
What about we didn't mention, Kenny, did we? Favorite Kenny episode? We had a drink for Kenny.
We had a Kenny
I know
drink
which one my favorite Kenny episode is. Not
the boobies.
Yeah, huh?
The boobs.
No, it's actually, and maybe you'll be able to help me out here because I can only remember part of the synopsis. Is he not the one where they wanted to euthanize him? Like Cartman wanted to euthanize Kenny one time, and then there was like arguments not to.
That's the best friend episode.
Yes.
Where he plays the PSP.
Yes.
Dies while playing, and then he helps Jesus out playing.
He's doing the like heaven and hell battle thing, and he's like, yeah, that's my favorite Kenny episode.
Yeah, that is a really good. Now, are you talking?
Would that have been your top 85?
I wouldn't say it's in the top
85.
He said it wasn't in his top 85.
Oh, wait. Oh, top 85? I thought you said in the top 5.
No, not top 5. I heard your top 5.
I heard the top 5.
Yeah, it's in there, yeah.
Okay.
Now, is the boob one you're talking about the major boobage, where he gets high off of cat piss and flies?
I was just talking about the movie.
I remember that one where he just lifts the cats and then... What?
Yeah.
What was your favorite? Kenny.
Does he have when he does that cat piss thing? Does he have like a dream like Beavis and Butthead, like that same like?
It's that kind of
like art style.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's where he's like,
that's where you see the movies. Yeah.
What do you call that? The classic drug art.
Yeah. What?
I don't know, man.
Just drug art.
There's awesome tits.
I don't know what you call that. Yeah. Salvador Dali, like drunken
very weird.
Salvador Dali.
Yeah. The color is not always consistent. It like kind of moves with it.
It's very like, okay, that must be what drugs are like, I guess.
I don't want that. If that's what they're like, I'm good, bro.
So let's see. Favorite Kenny episode.
Favorite Kenny episode.
I like the Mysterion series.
Series.
Yeah.
You can't pick one.
Series. Yeah.
Because the other one would be the PSP one where Cartman becomes friends with Kenny, and in order to he has to stay dead in order to help heaven.
Yeah.
Fight off hell. So that would be my second one.
Why did I feel like the crux of that episode though was like, wasn't like Stan fighting for him to like die, and Cartman was fighting for him to stay alive for some reason. There was like a reason Cartman like...
No, Cartman wanted him to die. Yeah, sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Cartman wanted him to die.
I feel like someone was like trying not to... Like someone like there was like a part about that because they realized like Cartman only wanted him to die.
Yeah.
To like get his PSP.
Yeah, that's He left it to him.
Yes. Good episode.
Yeah, there's similar episodes like that. There's like the stem cell one.
I remember the stem with Christopher Reeves.
No, that's it. That's
no.
Because that is a good episode though, because that's when Christopher Reeves says, "I'm going to become Chris." But he does that. He like breaks the.
He breaks the baby and sucks.
Awesome-o.
But
Awesome-o.
That's a great Cartman Butters episode. There's another
Cartman. Your favorite character is Cartman.
There's another Cartman Butters episode that's really good. Is Super Fun Time, and that's when they go to this like school field trip, and they're in this old town in like 1864, and there's a super fun time right next door, and they're supposed to be holding hands the whole time, and Butters won't let go, so Cartman takes him to super fun time, and they can't get back in because somebody like takes over the area. That's a good episode.
Okay.
Awesome. So is that your favorite Cartman episode? I guess the first one.
Yeah,
the top one is a Cartman
Yeah.
Land, so that'd be a top Cartman. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Yeah.
Are there any? I guess. Are there any episodes you think like, oh man, I wish we had mentioned this at least? Like, we'd be doing a disservice
To South Park. in
Yeah,
general.
if you didn't. One thing I want to mention is like, it's wild to me because like I've watched a lot of things that Trey Parker and Matt Stone have done outside of South Park, and like, I've watched Cannibal the Musical, you know, Orgasmo, and like
Orgasmo. I
yeah,
haven't seen that yet.
to see how they
Basketball.
progress. Yeah, I like basketball.
Basketball.
That might be a
I
future
really
review.
like basketball.
Just left that on the board.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Um,
Put it there.
like to see like even watching those, especially Cannibal the Musical. I'm sorry, Kellen, if you're listening to this. I know it's one of your favorite movies, but like that movie's bad. To see like how like I would watch this and I would watch that and I would be like, these guys are the guys that made South Park. But it's like it's crazy to see how like people you can see like someone's early work.
Yeah.
Book of Mormon.
Book of
Yeah.
Mormon, Tony
Yeah.
winning episode. Or,
Yeah. Like they
musical.
really like they found their like stride.
A comedic stride.
Yeah, and like
Oh,
really
yeah.
just like did it.
Fucking sprint through it.
Well, it's funny
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're both worth, I'm pretty sure, 500 million
A piece?
Their net worth a piece. They split it right down the middle.
Congratulations on the success.
But they the thing I think is funny is that they just roll around in sweatpants and t-shirts at work. You know, they don't care. They just
Good.
Good for them. Gives
Yeah.
you hope to just always
Yeah.
wear sweatpants for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But
What about you, Billy? Is there anything you feel like we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't mention this?
well, I guess I was also thinking, have you ever seen the Human Centipede episode?
Oh yeah, the human
Centipede?
centipede. Yes.
See, I like that episode because Cartman's mom really starts to like get in on him and starts yelling at him.
Oh, like stops being a pushover? Yeah.
Because she's a pushover through it.
Oh, yeah.
Up until the Tists. You ever see that Tss episode?
Oh yeah, the fucking
The
Caesar
dog
Milan.
whisperer, Caesar Milan. He comes in and trains Cartman. to be a
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, like
And
he's
it's
a
actually
dog.
beneficial for Cartman, but Leanne ends up.
Did you just
Yeah.
name Cartman's mom?
Leanne Cartman, yeah.
Didn't realize.
I had
Who is
no
actually
idea.
Cartman's mom and dad. That's actually it.
Oh yeah. Isn't that revealed in like the
That's
movie?
like season like 3.
It's season 2, episode 2.
Oh,
because-
okay.
'cause,
Damn.
Damn.
See,
We got
early.
receipts.
Yeah, season 1 is the finale is Cartman's mom is a dirty slut.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that where they have like the whole like Denver Broncos?
Yeah,
and-
who is Cartman's dad? Is it Jeff? Is it Mr. Garrison? The Denver Broncos?
Isn't there a, like the big reveal, I guess, then in the movie was that when Kenny took off his
Mask.
took off his hoodie.
Goodbye, guys. You know.
Yeah. Okay, I knew there was like a big reveal in the
In
movie.
the movie. I'm surprised
Yeah.
they haven't made another movie.
Yeah.
Well, they did start doing like the hour-long specials, which were okay. I really
wants a
like
full-
the post-COVID.
Full feature film.
yeah.
Did you see the post-COVID episode
No.
where they go
No.
for? Oh, you got to put that on.
Is it good?
It is so good.
It didn't
that
make your
good.
top 5.
It's so
Only your
good.
top 5 is stuff I'm gonna watch.
Well, that's
Yeah,
definitely-
that's all I'm gonna watch now.
Yeah.
Top
well,
85.
that's, because it's an hour long. Like I said,
Yeah, yeah.
chronological kind of.
Would it have been in your top 85?
Yeah, and the only reason is because of what Cartman becomes.
Yeah.
When you watch it, it says Cartman's here. He's like, and Kyle's like, Cartman's here. He's like, yeah, but you won't believe what he is. And then they reveal him, and I laughed so hard. I'll let you do it though to make it or let you
Okay.
watch it because it's very organic.
Creating some interest. If you
called a
listen to
teaser.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're listening to that and you know exactly what he's talking about, DM us. Let us know
thanks
what he
for-
was revealed
thanks.
as for a free sticker.
Free sticker.
Get that
Hell, man,
trivia.
I'll give you a free keychain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe a free pin.
Hell. We'll load you up.
We'll load you up. The rigmarole.
Yeah.
The whole shebang. Just DM us on Gin Sofa.
Oh, there's one song, and we won't go too further on that you really like.
All right.
That's the Finger Bang.
Finger bang,
bang, bang,
bang, bang, bang.
That's
a decent episode.
That was. You're right. That was worth being like, wait, we would do a disservice.
Hold up, yeah.
If we didn't talk about Finger Bang,
we should get those Pop Funkos, the
Finger Bang ones.
Yeah,
they're always at Second and Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
Yeah.
Now, do they? I've seen
sometimes
the
they
one
have
where
them
it's a
separate.
set where they're little ones.
We can get them as a squad. You can get Cartman because that's your favorite dude.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have Kenny though? Well, what would be your character? Of the four main guys.
Stan.
Yeah, I was gonna say who. Oh, Kyle would have been your favorite then.
Nah. Nah, you're good. You're good. Nah, go for it.
So who would have taken Kenny? Do Hamill.
Just give it default.
Yeah.
Do Hamill.
Do Hamill.
Done. That's for you, bud.
There is one episode that have you ever seen the mystery of the urinal deuce, where somebody craps in the urinal?
Oh, we didn't talk about Simpsons. Did it?
Simpsons did it.
Oh, that is So that's the cartoon. Well, no. Well, there is a Simpsons did it episode, and then there's the crossover where they kind of have it the cartoon
like in the art style.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Simpsons did it's a good episode.
I only mention that because like I feel like it's one of their there's South Park is really good about talking about things like almost before people realize them, and I feel like Simpsons did it made you realize.
Simpsons did it.
Whoa, like everything.
Yeah.
You know
Simpsons
what I mean?
Has done it.
They're the ones who brought it to life and be like, oh, wow, there is a Simpsons episode. Like, every major event, we got to check to see, oh, wow, the Simpsons did do it.
And now people like really do say that, like on the internet at least.
Which is
Simpsons did that. This reminds me of that Simpsons episode.
The real world is the internet.
Like, oh, there's a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah.
The internet.
But the Simpsons dive a little deeper where it's like, wow, they
this
drew
podcast.
they actually had this happen.
What'd you say?
Internet. This is podcast brought to you by the internet.
Yeah,
Simpsons did it.
But
yeah.
The one episode I'll just bring up real quick too is the mystery of the urinal deuce.
Oh yeah.
That's the Hardly Boys. They make fun of the Hardy Boys in that episode.
The Hardly Boys.
Oh, is that the I Got a Raging Clue?
Yes, I got a Raging Clue.
Yeah.
But
good bring up.
Cartman ends up doing a show and tell about 9/11, and he ends up saying, "You almost got away with it, you sneaky bastard." It's Kyle. So there's only one person who could have done 9/11. Cal. Me. And I lose it every time I see it.
It's a good one.
Great one.
So
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
South Park.
South Park.
Yeah.
I think we did it justice.
I think so.
Yeah.
Due diligence was heard.
I'm glad. I think knowing you, I feel like it fits. This is one of your favorite shows. It's a great show.
Yeah, go check it out. You ever heard
go
of it?
check out South Park.
Never heard of it? That's on Comedy Central.
South Park.
Yeah, it's on Comedy Central. It's on
HBO Max
season.
streaming.
Oh yeah.
It's on season
It's just Max now.
Oh,
just Max, dude.
Yeah.
Don't get us sued, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, I appreciate the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Local
This podcast brought to you by lawsuits. Keep them coming.
Yeah. Please do.
Please do.
Because then people are going to be like, "Whoa, why is HBO suing?" Oh, we should check out that.
Yeah, check them out, man. Must be saying something bad.
Yeah.
You gotta see this.
It also means that someone was listening to us regardless.
That's also for just this.
Yeah.
I'm scouring for South Park. Got him.
I do appreciate you guys welcoming me on again.
Yeah.
Glad
We're always glad to have you. Unfortunately, you're not on as much as we would like to have you.
Yeah, because you're not living
Far
here.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe soon we'll end up doing something remote.
Yeah.
That's true.
Chime in.
I should probably get on that.
When we review the South Park movie, you're gonna be
we're gonna play that.
You're gonna be the guy.
Sorry.
Sounds good.
But
Well, I feel like
put
we
on the list.
Yeah, we were gonna put something on the list because you also knew it. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to re-listen to this entire.
We'll play it back.
What's on the list?
Yeah, whatever's on the list.
We're gonna watch that too.
And you're gonna contribute. So
Awesome.
it's gonna be the
you're gonna pay tribute.
And thank you, everybody listening in too. It's been a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah, thanks.
We don't
guys.
think our fans enough. Good call.
Yeah. That's true. Fans,
Thank you.
how you doing out there?
Yeah.
If you're, listening,
Hey.
tell your friends to listen too. And then, check us out on Instagram and shit like that.
Yeah.
DM us. Tell us how much you like Billy on.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Later. All right, degenerates. That is all for the South Park episode. I know we could have kept going, but I feel like we should have stopped at some point, right, Chris?
Yeah. I think if there's something you felt we really missed, you should DM us on Instagram or Twitter, or I think I know we're on YouTube. Hey.
Yeah, hello.
Just DM us anywhere and let us know.
Yeah, Nintendo DS. Yeah, Nintendo DS anywhere. Yeah, and let us know what you missed and maybe a topic we can talk about later. Also, give thanks to Billy, like we mentioned. He's not here very often, and we're glad to have him on.
Yeah.
So talk to you guys soon.